This is a quick review of my first Nendoroid figure, which is Megumin from the anime Konosuba. I bought this one since I got the pre-orders for Aqua and Darkness, which is coming out in December 2019. This looks like a standard Nendoroid box with a clear window showing the figure and most of the accessories, with nice, clear pictures of various poses the figure can do. You get tons of accessories with the figure. There are 3 total faces. One, the embarrassed expression, a serious looking one, and the standard smiling one that's on the figure initially. There are 5 arms in total. There's a set of straight arms slightly angled away from the body. There's a set that's bent at the elbow, where the left arm is bent a little bit more than the right. Then you actually get one more arm, which is the left straight arm, which is angled towards the body and ends around her skirt, to recreate the embarrassing pose. There's also 5 hands. There's a set of spread fingers, a set of gripping hands, and 1 fist attached to the straight arm, to recreate her gripping her skirt. You of course get her hat as well as her cape. Both are attached to the figure with pure friction. The hat is a bit hard to stay because it's quite heavy. You get her staff as well with a clear red jewel, as well as a replacement pink clear jewel with a white movable piece inside. Comes with an eye patch as well as a clear red piece to show the glint in her eye. Both pieces have to be attached at the same time though, and they're attached behind the front hair piece. I didn't bother trying to attach them as that clear red piece is incredibly thin and fragile. There's also a clear fire effect piece, which is just a flat piece of clear plastic. It's taped in the box and I'm just too lazy to take it out. The mini clear stand is for this fire effect piece. The face sculpt is nothing special, as most Nendoroid faces seem to have just the basic features only. Just a small nose and a line for a mouth. The eyes, however, are painted very well though. The hair is well sculpted, and the break between the front piece and the back hair piece is nicely done, with some light shading to hide the break. Her costume is painted meticulously, there's no overpaint anywhere. The belt is a separate soft rubber piece and it's also well painted. Her cape has a collar, which is how it's attached to Megumin. It just slides on and stays through friction. The cape itself is sculpted nicely, with a very natural, blown up, flowing pattern. Her legs have minimal detail, ending with small boots that have almost no detail at all. At least her legs are done right, with her left leg in the long black sock and the right leg in bandages. The bandages actually have a sculpted wrap pattern, which is very nice. Moving on to the articulation, the head is on a ball joint, which gives it a pretty good range of mobility. It can go left and right quite a bit and tilts up and down a decent amount. Her hairpiece does get in the way with the arms though, if you have the arms up for a pose. The arms can move up and down only, since it's just a simple peg joint. It can move up to around parallel to the body, since the head and her hair would block it. This means that the angle of the arms away from the body is purely dependent on which arms that you pick. The hands are again a simple peg joint. Because of that, it can rotate 360 degrees, but there's no angling of the wrist in or out from the body. And you better be careful with the holding hands too, especially if you play with it too much and it gets loose, she won't be able to hold the staff anymore, since it's purely held on by friction. The legs look like they're on ball joints, but it doesn't actually rotate freely. The only movement I was able to get out of it is like a slight front and backwards bending. The leg just under that ball joint is on a peg joint, so that it allows the bottom half of the leg to rotate slightly. I found it incredibly hard to pose the legs properly, or even to line them up flat on the included stand. Since this is my first Nendoroid figure, I'm not sure how it compares with the other ones. I am happy with the variety of accessories and ability to do a few of the iconic poses. The sculpting and painting are top notch for something so small. but I really wish that there was a bit more posability, especially in the legs. Overall, I would say this is a pretty good figure. I got it for $60 US, which is a bit more than MSRP. But if you were able to get it for the regular price of 4,500 yen, I would say it's a solid buy, especially for Konosuba fans.